Have you ever heard a sound in the woods that sent chills up and down and all around your spine? Or saw a phantom or vapor that wasn't really there? Welcome to Probing for Ghosts with me, Lancaster Preuss. The Wild West is full of ghostly tales and legendary haunts. I traveled to Montana to get away from my wife and get a little closer to where the spirits roam free. I sat down with Jeffries, who told me all about a strange occurrence on a cold day in October.
Well, it was a cold day in October, and I was out hunting. When I hunt, I don't use a gun. I use my hands. I got lost, and I got confused, and I heard something. And then all of a sudden, I came around the bend, and it was white. When I saw it, I just knew it was some kind of paranormal spirit. You know, I thought, I've got to get out of there, and I ran. My instincts just told me it was bad. I've encountered moose, and I've encountered elk, and I've encountered grizzly bear. And this is none of that. This was a spirit.
Mr. Jeffries had clearly made contact with some kind of supernatural being, but we needed to dig deeper. Next, we spoke to local handyman who had his own horrifying encounter.
My toaster had blown a fuse, so I had to come out and get my toolbox and get my tools. I opened up that door right there for the garage, and I'm just thinking, I'm gonna get my tools. No big deal. And I see right over there, there was a spirit in there. I saw a spirit. I just instantly got scared. I had the chills up and down my spine. It looked at me and I dropped all my tools and I ran. Spooked.
With 2 confirmed encounters, the investigation was heating up, and so were the angry voicemails from my wife. I needed to wrap this probe up soon. I tracked down an odd individual, name of Nevin McGrew. Friends of McGrew told us he had actually lived with a spirit. When we confronted McGrew, we were surprised to hear what he had to say about living with a ghost.
It's weird. I mean, I've talked to him, I've texted with him, but I've never actually seen him. I know he exists because he gives me his rent checks and he pays his rent, and it's fair. So
we tracked down the deposited checks and made a startling discovery. All had been signed by a Mr. Spirit of Montana. We confronted Nevin with this shocking evidence.
They're signed as Spirit of Montana?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my roommate's business. He has a business called Spirit of Montana. He reads from his business account. He has a business called Spirit of Montana. It is a store where they sell wines and spirits. Spirits of Montana. You know, he was a drinker, even though I never saw him.
We asked him about other odd occurrences in the house, like the time Nevin's dishes had been cleaned and stacked on the stove. We asked him to explain this unusual experience.
Well, that's probably my roommate. I never saw him, but, you know, he's probably just wasn't there he was there when I wasn't there, and he probably just watched him.
We went online and typed in the area code of his roommate's hometown. Nothing could have prepared us for what we found.
I'm sure that's not actually happening. There is you can't just type in a area code and it comes back as hell. That's not a place. How is that possible?
We learned McGrew's roommate had recently moved out, so we asked if he had planned to keep in touch.
Probably not. Unless, do you need me to?
All right, viewers. Inside we've got something very exciting. Supposedly, the woman of this house, Penny Lane, has met the Spirit of Montana. We're going to go inside and give it a look. Are you excited? 'Cause I'm excited. Hey, Penny? 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 Kneel down there! Jesus Christ. I'll stay out of the camera. We are going in an actual paranormal event. Oh, I love this shit so much. There's a sound. If you listen very carefully, it's like the sound of like a cry. It's coming out to us. I don't know quite what's going on, but it's a very, very deadly sound. But nothing. There's no thing. There's no monster. There's no spirit. So something tells me This might all be... God damn it. Neil, what are we supposed to be doing? And did someone leave something on, for crying out loud? I don't... Laws, you need to get your boom work figured out, because if you don't... Holy shit!